Hi guys, so today I will be making a review of this audio amplifier. So before we begin, please like the video and subscribe the channel for more videos like this. So this is an audio amplifier from Ink-1002 and the model number is Ink-1002. The total output of this amplifier is 200 watts of output, and this has two channels and each channel has 100 watt output, and it also supports 4 ohms and 8 ohms speaker. This also comes with the 3 knobs to control treble, bass and volume. This amplifier requires 5 volt to 24 volt to run. That means if you give it 24 volt and 24 volt 10 amps run at its peak performance, and if you give 5 volt then it will run at its lowest capability. Along with the voltage, it also requires amps to run at its peak performance. So to set up this amplifier is very simple. This thing has a power input and 2 speakers, and it has also been marked here so that you can do it yourself. And this is a audio input. The middle one is ground and right and left speakers. Under this heatsink there are 2 ICs, and each IC has 100 watt outputs, and the name of the IC has been erased or not available, so I couldn't confirm what type of IC this is, but if you take my opinion, then this is a very good IC because the audio output is very good, the treble is clear, and the bass is not overpowering. It is more than enough for this amplifier, and it has a good amount of volume output. But when it comes to the negative points of this amplifier doesn't come with a wireless connection, so you should do it manually. You will get many Bluetooth boards from online website. You can buy there and connect it. And another huge drawback is that there are noise in this amplifier. If you connect this directly, if you make some changes, you will remove that noise. That is, you have to connect this copper wire here, because these controllers are not grounded, so you have to ground it manually. As you can see, I have run a copper wire here and grounded it here. This way you will not be getting the noise while touching these controllers or knobs. Lastly, the quality of the heatsink is not so good, because once I removed this heatsink and tried to put it back, the threads of the heatsink were gone, which caused a huge problem to tighten this heatsink to the ICs. So I made some modification where I removed the middle part of the fins here and placed the bolt here and tightened with the help of bolt. This way I can securely clamp it on the IC. This way there is no heating problem. Otherwise you might find heating problem. So when it comes to heating problem in long run, if you run this amplifier in 12 volt mode, you will not be seeing any heating problem, and there is enough audio output that you will not even feel like needing a 24 volt of power input. But if you need the maximum output of this amplifier, then you have to connect to 24 volt 10 amp power supply, then only you can get maximum output of this amplifier. I'll show you the setup that I'm running this amplifier on in the later in this video. Stay tuned. I could run a real test on this video itself, but it is going to be useless because you will not be able to hear the clarity of the voice that I'm hearing. So you have to trust me on this, that the quality of the sound is very good for this budget amplifier or DIY amplifier. So here is my setup. As you can see, there are 6 speakers, 3 on left and 3 on right, and the amplifier is here and it is connected to the motherboard. So this is how it looks. So I also said that there are some noise in the speakers, so let me show you that. Let me go near the speaker. I don't know, can you hear it? You might be also mixing it with the computer noise also, but if possible Let me completely go max volume. So as you can see, this is the noise that are here at max volume. This is the noise I am picking from the computer. I am also using this toroidal to reduce the noise as much as possible, otherwise the noise would be much higher. Conclusion of this amplifier is that this is a good enough amplifier for an average user, and when it comes to longevity, it has lasted for around 1 year at present, and it is moving on no problem. It has been used for at least 12 hours a day non-stop, because it is running in my desktop environment where the desktop is always on, and I have not faced any kind of electrical problem, but I have faced some noise problem which I had to resolve it myself, because it was due to the environment that the amplifier is running, because computer tends to create lots of noises, which I had to make sure to isolate that from the amplifier. And finally I have managed to a certain extent, I would say about 80%, because at the max volume I will hear some amount of noise, very slight noise, but that will get irritating at a long term. So I tend to keep it at 80% volume, or possible 50% volume, because at 50% it is very loud. Depending upon your requirement, this is a very good amplifier. The price of this amplifier is around 800 to 900. It keeps fluctuating, but depending upon the market price. That's all about this. So if you like this video, please like the video and subscribe the channel for more videos like this. Thank you.